you know, we had one sheriff up in this way before my time too. They had all his folks down around Woolsey down there making a living. He was the sheriff up here. And what they would do, they would get a car loaded down there to go to Atlanta. And the folks down there we call the sheriff up here. He set up a roadblock, catch it, put the one driving it in jail, then take the liquor back down there and resell it back down to their place. But they stopped the black man one time. They broke that up. The black man, he got sharp to it. He went down and got a load of liquor. Coming back, sure enough, they had his roadblocks up there there. They said he got out. Said he got out of the car, the black man did, with a shotgun. He walked up in front of the car and told him, so I'm going to tell you something, boss man. I got a sister in heaven. I got a mama in heaven. I got a sister in Atlanta, so I'm going to eat supper with one of them tonight. And it looked like one of these Walking Dead movies. They was about 40 in the moonlight coming across that field from where they was having the party at down there. And they were just, oh man, they were going to tear somebody up, you know. So I just stayed up there behind the bush watching. Well, sure enough, they got to fighting like all get out in the road out there. Well, I heard the sirens coming. Somebody done called the police.
And they scattered.
Well, they just kept fighting. And I'm thinking, when they going to all split up before the law gets here, you know? And I watched them, and I watched the blue lights when they come down the road. And just as they hit that flat down there before you get to my sister's house, they were going back across the field like the Walking Dead going back across there. And the law, when they got down there where the party was at, my cousin, he's about 80-something years old. He didn't go to the fight. He was sitting by the fire drinking him a little. And he was the only one there. They won't know what the trouble was. I don't know. I'm just sitting here drinking a little. When she was younger, she was at school. I guess, you know how kids would talk about Daddy having all these guns and stuff. And I did. I had a cabinet full of guns, but they had no bullets for none of them, I don't guess.
That's why I did my first wife. I bought her a gun to give her no
anyway, the school picked it up that I had a bunch of guns. So they sent somebody out there. Well, I got wind of it. And then we're going to make sure my guns are secure. It's going to have a lock on it and all that. Well, I didn't have no lock on my cabinet. It was just one of them old, I got Roy Balls ready to build it for me years ago, and it just had pull handles. You just open it up and it had, you know, gun racks. So I went in there, I told my wife, I said, I'm going to take all my guns out. I had an old 67 Ford truck parked out behind the barn. I said, I'm going to take all my guns out and just lock them up in that truck, in the seat of that truck until all this blows over. But while I'm getting my guns out, Byron had a new old BB gun that I had bought him, and he'd bent the barrel. I guess it's fried something. Old barrel. So I left it in there. I took all my other guns out. You know. But sure enough, they sent a woman out there to check my guns. I said, yeah. I ain't got much gun, but I said, you're welcome to look at it. And she opened it up, and there's an old BB gun with a bent barrel on it. And she said, well, you're going to need to put a lock on this. I said, no, because if you want, when you leave here, you can take it with you. I don't want it no more.